French authorities are investigating whether fake news influenced the election. I agree, it did. The fake news that Macron is a maverick outsider when he's the ultimate establishment insider. They actually conned people into thinking that a bureaucrat from the outgoing socialist government was a populist outsider, an elitist who went to the very French school used by the elite to perpetuate itself. Groomed by the establishment, groomed by Hollande, a Rothschild banker, a Bilderberg member, a pet project of the Élysée Palace who's never been elected to anything in his entire life. If he's an outsider, I'm the frigging Queen of England. CNN said he was defying the mainstream. He is the frigging mainstream. He's been endorsed by every single unelected EU technocrat under the sun. Claiming Macron is an outsider is literally fake news.
The French people have been able to see the real Macron in the second round. The candidate of the elite's mask is slipping.
But hey, at least foreign interests aren't interfering in the French election like the evil Russians did in the US election, right? Wrong.
I am supporting Emmanuel Macron to lead you forward.
Okay, but at least Obama didn't try to hack the French election, right? Wrong again. It was his CIA that hacked Marine Le Pen's campaign back in 2012. Macron and Obama have a lot in common already. For starters, they both love to prosecute journalists. But at least, unlike Brexit and Trump, the French media has been fair and balanced, right? Wrong again. Their tongues couldn't get any deeper down Macron's butt crack. Look at this. Have you ever seen a clearer illustration of partisan bias? Who's voting for this guy? Paris is hit with 6 jihadist attacks in just 3 years, and only 5% of them vote for Le Pen. They might as well wave a white fucking flag. Are these idiots gonna be out on the street once again? So-called feminists physically trying to block people from voting for a woman who would be the first female president of France. Yeah, put some clothes on, you're a fucking disgrace. Macron branded 8 million Le Pen voters hateful cowards. They're mostly just a mixture of young people anxious that their economic and cultural future is being stolen, and older folk living out in the rural areas forgotten by the very liberal intelligentsia that Macron represents. Hateful cowards? You're the hateful piece of shit, Macron. You've got the nerve to call Le Pen a fearmonger, while you literally invoke the threat of civil war if people vote for her. Give me a fucking break. No wonder whenever you meet real people outside of your metropolitan elitist bubble, they boo and hiss.
Well, you can hear it. Factory workers whose jobs are under threat booed Mr. Macron.
Oh yeah, and why do you have a grandma for a wife? Is there something you're not telling us about Macron? Is there something the French people deserve to know about? Maybe something other countries could use to blackmail you with. Here's a guy who's so arrogant, he names his party after his own initials. Cult of personality much? But seriously, Macron is just going to be Merkel's bitch.
France will be led by a woman. It'll be either me or Mrs. Merkel. That's the truth.
After all, he's into being all weirdly subservient to older women. Macron's already signified he'll scheme with her to try to block Brexit. He wants to put sanctions on Poland just because they refuse to have their sovereignty eviscerated by the EU. This effete manlet may look like a complete pussy, but in reality, he's a nasty little globalist. His solution to France's anemic economy is green energy. Green energy, the very stupid idea that wrecked Spain's economy. If the polls are right for a change and Macron does win, France's submission to Islamism will accelerate. 6 months after a Muslim migrant killed 86 people in Nice, this twat celebrated the policy of welcoming Muslim migrants. Mark my words, if this guy gets in, major cities in France will be unrecognisable in 5 years. Parts of some already are, and by that point it may be too late even for Marine Le Pen to rescue the situation. It may be death by 1,000 cuts, but the end result is the same. A vote for Macron is a vote for national suicide. What could be more triggering to libtards than my face and this slogan? Get your new premium quality "Conservatism is the new counterculture" t-shirt right now at InfoWarsStore.com and let the butthurt commence.